Good afternoon, everybody. It's Derek here again. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on the BMW. It's a little past due, I'd say. Maybe by 1,000 miles, I'd say. I just don't want to keep running old oil in the car, especially since it's a European car and they, require a little more maintenance than your typical American cars. And then also it's my daily, so I drive it a lot. Okay, so here's what's required. One of these, if you don't have I think it's a 32 millimeter socket, this thing will work just good. It's a 16-inch adjustable crescent. And then you got your ratchet. You're gonna want a 17 millimeter for the drain plug. I went with this because I got this thing on sale, so of course you need your filter. Make sure it does have your new O-ring and washer. Mine does. And then some Castrol Edge high mileage for my car because I have over 200,000 miles on my BMW, so I'm going to use this stuff. I really like this a lot more than the mobile one. Seems to work a lot better. The car really loves it. But let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to first by putting it in the driveway and letting it run for 2 to 3 minutes to let the oil heat up and become a little more viscous, or less viscous, more viscous. We're gonna put this in the driveway. Alright, we're gonna get this bad boy up in the air. It's always important to work with jack stands. Never, ever, ever, ever rely on this thing to hold your car up when you're working under it. It is very dangerous, and do not ever, ever do that. You can potentially kill yourself doing it. Never seen it happen, but it definitely more than likely can happen. If you're ever in an auto shop and you're doing that, do not expect your shop foreman or anyone like that to say, hey, don't do that. They're gonna yell at your ass for being an idiot and risking your life. Just need to move the jack a little more. Risking your life working under your car, just sitting there. Oh, well, the jack stand says it can hold 1.5 tons. Newsflash, hydraulics can wear out, and then you're pretty much pushing yourself to ask for death. So don't ever do that. Please don't. Alright, so next up we're gonna loosen the oil filter cap. I already loosened mine a little bit, but get that bad boy on there, and then you're gonna want to loosen it until you see the O-ring just coming up. So once we see the O-ring, that's when we know to stop. And once we do stop, we'll go down to the drain plug, start draining it. Alright, so we're at that point. You can barely see the O-ring. Just to allow all the gravity to take the oil down towards the oil pan so you can drain more of it out. This will be your friend, so you don't have to take 20 minutes draining the oil. I feel like the longest part of doing an oil change on a car is waiting for the oil to drain. So I think that's good. Yeah, you can see the O-ring. So got that out of the way, and now we're going to go into the car, get the drain plug, and then drain the oil. Okay, take our 17 millimeter ratchet, my bad, not wrench, and then we're gonna take it right to that drain plug right there. And then once we get the drain plug, we'll loosen it up a bit with our hands to the point where we can just slide the oil pan under it and then just drain the oil. And then we're gonna pop the oil filter out, and I'll get to that once I'm done with this. Yeah, so I got it draining now. I don't know if you can see it. Draining. Gonna let it drain for probably like a few more minutes, probably 5 more minutes, and then get under there, seal up the plug with the new O-ring or a new washer, and then go from there. Okay, so I got the drain plug back in after I let it drain for about 5-10 minutes, and then I also got the new filter on. Before I touch it, I want to give it a quick wipe down so I can show you guys. It's always nice to keep your workspace clean. It saves you the hassle of having to do it later on, but new filter's in. What I did is I poured some fresh oil on the filter, which you always want to do so the car's filter has oil running through it, so it doesn't take longer for the engine to get oil, or to filter it at least. And then now we're gonna, get back here. We're gonna screw this back on hand tight, and then once we get it hand tight, we're gonna take our big BMF, big mother, you know what, wrench, and tighten that down even more. And then once we do that, we should be good to go. We'll start it up, let the oil cycle for a bit, turn it off, check the oil level, and then go from there. Alright, we're gonna take our new oil, start filling it up. As we're doing that, these are 2 quarts, so I'm probably gonna start with that one. I just poured the rest of that and what was on the filter. I poured some onto the filter just to kind of liquidate it a bit, but we're gonna use all of this. So this is, I think, 5 quarts, and this thing uses about 6.5 quarts. So 5 quarts, 6 quarts. I used about, I don't know, I'd probably say I used about half, so I might use all of this oil. Not sure yet. I'm gonna check it. Check the dipstick after I pour this in to check the level and make sure that the oil's at an optimal level for me. But let's do that. Alright, so we're done with that. Car's out of the driveway, back into where it belongs. Oil's topped off. Check the dipstick after you're done filling it and starting it. Start it up, let it run for like 10 seconds, turn it off. Check your dipstick, make sure that the correct level is there. I mean, other than that, oil changes on the BMWs are pretty damn simple. You just gotta be careful not to spill any oil, which I did. But luckily it had a little bit of oil, extra oil, so it came in handy, and got the old oil all put away in there. Put all my tools away, it's cleaned up, ready to start another project when I am ready, you know. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for some more. I know I'm trying to keep a consistent schedule of uploading. And other than that, you know, you just gotta be patient with me. I'll keep throwing content there. It's just I need to I need to know what you guys want to see. If you want to see something, some maintenance wise on the BMW, I mean, let me know. If you have any questions, I'll try to make a video on that or whatever else, you know. So, thanks for watching anyways, and catch you later.